Hello everyone, and welcome to another showcasing of BattleBae. It is I, Hunter Killer Guy 8, also known as Hunter Bree Bunny. I am the commanding officer of Death Corps of Humanity. If you guys ever want to join me, feel free to do so. Anyways, what I wanted to show you guys is something that's quite amazing to myself. I have achieved the M4A1 OCP skin. Fortunately, I have yet to work on the M16A4. I need a 60-meter headshot. It's been elusive, I should say. I have almost the last skin achieved for the shotgun. I have achieved the last skin for the M249 saw. It's pretty fun. Pretty tasty weapon, I recommend it. And to control your rate of fire, I recommend that. It's pretty sour at long range, but if you can concentrate a good amount of ammunition downrange, you can actually injure people. I'm almost down to my last skin for the M14 EBR RI rifle. I have got the snake skin, as you guys noticed, from a long time ago. And we're working on our way for the M9A1, which we just achieved the dust skin not too long ago. We're going on the olive skin. M1911 is equipped with the tan. I have two more challenges to go through, and I have achieved the jade. Till then, I'm stuck with this. The M17 and the Scar H are same, and basically that's all I have. I'm pretty digging the open sight rifle of the AK variants. They're pretty tasty weapons. Anyways, alright, so this map, or sorry for all the noise and talking in the background, but it's just how it is. Anyways, this video is about versing me, or at least trying to contest me. I'm gonna go over some various tips, and I recommend going to training. Once you're in the training menu, go to the right of Swenson Firing Range. This is probably one of the better areas to play at. But you can play on normal maps and everything in order to figure out the better angles and actually practice on throwing grenades to get easy kills right off the bat. I always go to the Swenson Firing Range anyways. Now you don't want to pick that up. Leave that. So you want to pick up the MP7. You can shoot at long range, but it doesn't really benefit you unless you're going to be, let's see, on hospital there. You can peek out on the left side of the map while listening to somebody push up, and around 5 meters you can actually engage him and kill him, as long as you control the rate of fire of your pistol, or the MP7. In case people are wondering, the MP7 is a PDW round. It has the FMJ ammunition on the weapon, meaning that it does heavy damage against body armor and often drops people if you can land 5 or 6 shots on the body. Anyways, next up is to just fuck around, find a ledge to jump on. Usually you just jump in here and there you go. You can also do some neat tricks on railings like this, which you probably won't be able to achieve in real life, but hey, better angles, different types. And all you have to do is just walk down the railings. Anyways, what I want you to do is come down here, choose your desired pistol, which is either the M1911A1 or the M17. I think that's a Glock. The M17 Glock. And C72 9mm pistol. Personally, I dislike this weapon because it only has one skin and it's so fucking accurate. It's amazing. That's why I always go for the M1911, because if you can achieve 2 bullets to the head, between the eyes, the guy is either dead or gone. One or the other. Anyways, what I want you to do is practice with the MP7, because many times you're going to be the VIP and you're going to be begging for a fucking gun. And I dislike that. Use the MP7 because it is a very updated rifle in real life. They call it a PDW, a personal defense weapon. This utilizes a 5.62 millimeter full metal jacket, and if you can achieve center mass connections, the FMJ should cause enough damage to make him run away. However, you can always control your rate of fire and aim near the neck and often kill the guy by just poking around the corner, doing some fancy shit like that. Remember to always control your fire, and the PDW likes to pull to the top right. Always press 4 or 5 bursts of rounds. It's always better that way. That way you conserve ammunition and actually connect bullets. Often too many times I see somebody holding down the trigger and just missing their heart's content, or even aiming and holding the trigger without even actually correcting their targeting aim. That's one thing that I express very heavily in combat, is correcting to target. What that means is that when you're aiming at a target and you drop the fucker, you gotta switch to another target who's gonna pop around the corner and be ready for that fucker. And basically that's it. You can do that aim if you're getting really good at that and just fucking annihilate everyone. But you only have 2 clips with the MP7. So what I recommend also doing with this is grabbing one gun, spending the 1 clip and reloading. And what you are left with is essentially 2 clips of ammunition. Ooh, fuck. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, you can use the recoil test range, which is hilarious. I mean, who the fuck invents something like that in real life? I mean, why would you need a recoil testing range? Anyways, I guess, yeah. Okay, there are constant noobs in this video game that do not know how to use the MP7 or the PDW to its full advantage. So the easiest situation to do it as is to control rate of fire. Tap it down, and you'll notice that you're able to achieve a far greater length of accuracy. You can see where it's pulling up too, so that when you actually fire your controlled burst, you can actually create a better grouping. See? At least there's more people in that area, or more bullets in that area. Next is to aim, and then do the same thing. As you can see, the weapon jumps around from the center at least 1 foot of radius. So remember that when you're using the MP7 to control your rate of fire. Next, what I want to do is pretty much I would play around with the M1911. I love using the pistol because it's one of the most crucial weapons in the video game. Let's see. I'm going to grab an M4 here, and toss that up there, and you come back down, and basically you just waste all your ammo. Now normally I see somebody reloading there, and you at least have 2 seconds of death time. Along with throwing a flash or grenade, you at least give yourself away for 1.5 seconds, which is more than enough to combat you and kill you. And even a single reload is more than enough to kill you. So you control your rate of fire, switch your weapon, and then engage. Remember, a 1911 is one thing that you really need to control, because it only has 7 rounds of magazine ammo. Basically, what I like to do when I come to the firing range is I go right up to the wall here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And basically you just do that. Opposite. 1, 2, 3. Basically just boom, boom, boom. And you just do that till you get faster and faster. Ooh. Or at least accurate. If you can get the bullets in that center circle area. Now, one problem I face with the M1911 is when somebody is facing in close quarters combat and they just spew their rounds out without actually aiming. That's false. You don't do that with an M1911. What you want to do is actually aim down the crosshairs. But you actually want to do it quickly. Snap in and out. Snap in and out quickly. Transition from target to target. And you should be able to annihilate people so easily. But also conserve your ammunition. You only get 3 clips of ammo for the pistol. Now you can do 2 round bursts for yourself or 3 round bursts. Typically you just hold down the trigger half a second and that spends at least 3 or 4 rounds. You switch to the next target, do the same thing, 3 or 4 rounds, same thing. Make sure that you're in the center. Sometimes it's good to strafe left and right while holding down the trigger. As often somebody comes around the corner and most likely he just trails right into your bullets. People are often curious, so it's easier to just mess up people like that. Anyways, this is practically how I get good at the game. I use almost every firearm presented to me in this situation with different combos of fire. And basically that stuff. You just come in over and over and grab a different gun. Toss a flash, do the same thing, and basically all that stuff. Pretty easy. You can injure people heavily with the shotgun, which is pretty funny at long range, but you ain't gonna guarantee a kill unless you can tap them like 6 or 7 times depending on the range. At a long range, let's say around like 15 yards, most likely somebody's gonna be across the building. Or at least inside of a cover. So basically what you want to do is remain in cover yourself and pop out and tap. Tap. Always switch, relocate. It doesn't always work, like the guy can actually hear you and everything. Basically all that jazz. Always leave 1 round in your case, in case you need to mess someone up, because then you're stuck fully reloading. Can often get you killed. Now the shotgun's hard to use. I'll show you here. Okay, so situation here is that you can double tap with the pistol, pretty easy, and that's that. But with the shotgun you have a cycling problem, meaning that it's the pump action. If you want a rapid fire, you're gonna be stopped. Now that is rapid fire, but it's not as fast as the double tap for the M9A1. So what you want to do is remain accurate. If somebody comes around the corner, like pretty close, you hear them, make sure to use your headphones as well. You can see the head of the enemy. I most likely would have died in that situation. in certain situations like this, like
You didn't watch when Obi-Wan scored?
when you're right around here and you can't like see the target, like when you're seeing him right there.
I'm watching this.
So in your situation, the enemy can see you, and the enemy can shoot you. They can snipe you, they can shotgun you, they can LMG you, and all you can do is like literally do this. Just lean and just start tapping it. But since you gave yourself away by noticing that little bit of shoulder there, he can kill you. The best situation to do is to take wide berths around this situation. As you can see, you can't really see any heads when you're up close here. Most likely they're going to see your head because they're far away. So what you want to do is at least stay 3 or 4 feet away, approximately 1 or 2 meters. And you can lean around a corner and hit the guy in the head.
You're still doing it.
And basically do that over and over. And just weave your way around till you can kill almost everyone. You're basically doing this lean thingy, and you're good. Remember to always take a wide berth around the corner, at least 2 or 1 meter apart. Remember that's 2 or 3 feet apart. Wait, that's like 4 feet actually.
No, they're not making it.
You get points for targeting someone as well. You see that little like binoculars at the bottom of my headset there? So if you click someone, you'll target them and you'll get points for doing that. Making it quite easy to kill enemies. So the situation would be to just literally take a wide berth around corners and aim for the head. Always zero in where the head will be. Obviously that guy's fucking tall, so there's no way you'd be able to freaking snipe his head over there. He'd most likely be around where the red dot is. Common situation is when somebody is coming around a corner, they often aim at the floor. This is good, but it's not very tactically sound for being prepared when coming around the corner. Instead, what you want to do is remain in, I guess, hip fire and come around the corner until you're ready to lean. And once you see the guy, you can start doing your tricks and reacts. Remember to always control your rate of fire so that your bullets are always accurate. Don't be afraid to try any other gun as well. You have access to almost every weapon. Or practically every weapon, I guess. Not much weapons in. Now, for some reason, this pistol is, like, superior at CQB from fighting at the hip, which is hilarious. Constantly I see people just swipe left or right and just pepper the guy in the face, and it'd be hilarious. Again, aim for the head. It does the most damage, or the throat area. It will do damage. And basically, that's all I have for now. I'm gonna go play some real video games here and dominate. See if I can put the fundamentals to the test. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something today. And remember to use your headphones. Without further ado, let's go play some video games. I'm going to turn off my mic here so I can use my headset, so you can hear the less saltier version of me. Alright, let's go do this.
Assault team,